Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome in as we get ready to rock and roll here for another night of wicked racing action from the beautiful Knoxville Raceway. It is the Slinging Dirt Series back in action here this Sunday evening. As these drivers out there on the racetrack getting in the last couple moments here of practice, they are making sure their cars are absolutely set up and ready to go here as qualifying next up onto the board here. These drivers will be jumping out onto the racetrack for their next session here. A little bit of qualifying in just a moment. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, as we're in for a treat here. We're in for another treat, another great race. We already saw one amazing race earlier here this Sunday evening. We saw the Outcast Racing League Championship race go down. It was an absolutely amazing show, but we're looking forward to having another great one here tonight from Knoxville Raceway. Look at the sights here around this beautiful speedway, man. The crowd are on their feet already. They are ready to cheer these drivers on. They are absolutely pumped about the action that's about to come right at them. Face full of dirt here in just a few more moments for all of these spectators. As we'll get ready to rock and roll, qualifying will get underway here in just a moment. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, as the action is just getting upon us here. Action is just getting started here this evening as man, another day of racing fun, man. This is a lot of fun. We are enjoying it as my boy Brian coming in showing the love. What's good, dude guy? Dude guy coming in showing the love, smashing the let's go up in the chat here. Show them the big love over there on the Facebook broadcast as we are currently live, not only over on Facebook, but also over on YouTube and Twitch as well. Make sure you guys check us out on all three of those channels. Is my boy Daniel Bradford coming in with that follow over on the Twitch channel as well. Daniel, welcome to the Peacemaker family. Welcome to the Peacemaker crew over there on the Twitch broadcast as things are going to get underway here. Dude guy with that like on the stream as well. How are you? How are you, brother? How you doing? How you doing tonight, dude guy? Hopefully you're having yourself an amazing day. Hopefully an amazing Sunday. Hopefully your young lad had a wonderful birthday as well. Shout out to him. Happy birthday to Brian, one of Brian's younger children. Huge shout out there to him having a birthday as he says, big chillin', bro. Eating dinner, some chicken and pasta, ready for some racing. Eating dinner. Isn't it lunch for you, dude guy? You're like 3.5 hours ahead of me. It's only 6:30, brother. Like, it ain't even dinner time for me yet. You're eating dinner at 3:30. I know we haven't talked, you know, like in Discord or anything or streamed together for a little while, my dude. But when did you turn 80? I didn't know you had a birthday that just passed too, turning 80. That's wild. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joshing with you, dude, guys. Qualifying getting underway here for these drivers. They're going to jump out onto the racetrack here. Qualifying underway. They will get ready to see who can lay down the quickest lap time out there on the racetrack. We see that 9 rider Bradford out there on the speedway. Dustin Siller out there as well in his 56 machine rolling out on the racetrack. Aaron McGee right now with the quick time. Here is the only reps. Hooker Trucking number 8 ride. Currently quickest here in the qualifying session. JJ Martinez up into position number 4 with that 4 riders. Ryan Rubelman out there on the speedway as well in that 47 ride. Currently 5th quickest here in qualifying. As two guys says, yeah, wifey is going to work early, so I'll take it any way I can get it. I mean, I don't blame you on that one. Yeah. I'm right there with you, brother. I mean, I'll take food any time of the day, trust me. My eating schedule is absolutely wild as we get a new quick time here on the racetrack. Aaron Bowman, the only rap star race cars number 44 to the point here as he takes that 44 ride and lays down a heater of a lap time, and now quickest here on the speedway. Derek Darnell currently back in the 7th spot here on the timesheets as the Common John Brewing Company Star Race Cars number 86 ride there in 7th. Jason Varugas there in position number 9 with Richard Call. They're rounding out our top 10 here in this one. Tanner Peak currently 12th fastest out there on the speedway. Good to see Peaker back in action here in that elbows up race car. The 913 rolling out there on the speedway. Cooper Accord out there as well. The Z-Max number 59 ride looking fresh and furious out there on the speedway. The Cody Williams Designs Majula Say Speed Shop number 59 ride looking for a good run here at a corner number 4. Let me see if he can advance a spot here on his time, and he does. He jumps up into 7th here as Tanner Peak jumps up into position number 6, so they get a little quicker there. Diesel Jones with a quick, not quite a quick time. The Herbert Graphics Carolina Sim Sports number 46 jumps up into 3rd here. So close to being quickest here in qualifying. Just a couple tenths away from being that fastest driver out there on the speedway. But we did see Bowman get a little bit better of a lap time on his second lap as well. So right now Aaron Bowman with the quick time here by a pretty sizable margin. Kim Darnell says, looking forward to some awesome action. Kim, we are happy to see you up here in the comment section, ready to watch these drivers duke it out here on the evening. As Stacy Hill coming in, showing the love. How are you, Stacy? Stacy coming in, showing the love, says, hey, handsome, just dropping in to say hi. Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me blush, Stacy. You're gonna make me blush saying kind words like that, handsome. My gosh, oh my gosh. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? My gosh, gonna make me blush, get me all flustered up here in the booth, okay? We love it. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. I'm just kidding. As Slinging Dirt Series coming in as well with that share on the broadcast. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, make sure you guys don't forget, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow and subscribe button. As Chris West says, I was there last night. Chris, that's absolutely amazing, man. I saw a little bit of the highlights. I saw some of the highlights there. Unfortunately, I was busy with another broadcast later last night, but I did see Kyle Larson, Young Money, picking up the win there. Another Knoxville Nationals, I do believe, is what was happening last night. Knoxville Nationals, and third in the last 4 years or something for Young Money here at Knoxville Nationals. That's absolutely insane, man. He is such a wheel man, and after that win, I know he didn't have the best qualifying effort out there, but I think Larson today for the Cup race that's actually happening right now, I think is going to be pretty fast. I think he'll be a threat out there on the speedway, but definitely looked like he was struggling. Practice, they got out late, and then in qualifying just didn't get a great lap time there. So hopefully he found some extra momentum. Didn't party too hard last night after the Knoxville Nationals win, and hopefully he is looking for another checkered flag there in the NASCAR Cup Series. We'll get ready here for heat race number 1. One of these drivers looking for a checkered flag to start their day here as heat race number 1 will get underway. Colton Jordan says, what's up, Chris East? Chris East, it's Chris West. Okay, Colton, come on now, you're messing me up now. You're messing me up now. Last name is West, not East. My gosh. Stacey with the LLL. Stacey, my girl, I appreciate you tuning in and showing the love here in this one. As we'll get ready to rock and roll here. Heat race number 1 out onto the speedway here, as Frito says, bleep, boop, beep, bloop. Let's see if these drivers can keep it clean. Yeah, let's see if they can keep it clean. Hopefully they can. Hopefully. We're praying that they can. I'm sure they can, as I know these guys are very, very talented competitors out there on the speedway, but they are fierce competitors, and sometimes the fierceness overlaps the competitiveness, and we see some carnage out there on the speedway. As the only wraps, number 44, Aaron Bowman will start here in that pole position, who is outside in the 18 ride. That's the Carolina Sim Sports Majula Say Speed Shop ride of Colton Jordan. The 9 ride of Daniel Bradford will start in position number 3 with J.J. Martinez in the 4 ride. There to his outside. The 519 of Hank Trail will start in 5th with Derek Darnell to his outside. Jason Varugas there in position number 7, and Ryan Rubelman rounding out our field here in heat race number 1 on the evening. Is down through corner number 4. We will see that green flag fly as the green flag quickly out and about here for the drivers this evening as heat race number 1 is underway. The Plum Wild number 18 putting the pressure right there to the inside of our race leader Aaron Bowman. Bowman looking for a big run here at a corner number 4 as he'll take us down the front straightaway. Contact back there behind him, up into the outside fence for J.J. Martinez. Quite a bit of contact right there for the Fusion setup shop. Mike M Designs number 4 ride. He's trying to get that car figured out, hoping to see not too much damage, but we did see the yellow flag fly here as we will see the first caution flag of the day. Unfortunately, some pretty good contact right there for that number 4 ride. We'll take a look back and see how this got started, where this started from, as I'm sure we just got up a little bit high here in corner number 4. If there was some help here, as up on the high side, rolling out of 4, and I think he just gets up and into the outside fence here for JJ Martinez. That's exactly what happens. You can play this back a little bit farther, and I don't think there was any contact here. Let's take a look at the entry. Doesn't look like any contact between him and Bradford. Just looks like the 4 ride trying to get as much grip, as much of that tanky stuff up on the outside rim, and unfortunately got up a little bit too hard, too far, and into that outside wall there. Some pretty heavy damage, debris on the racetrack, and that will bring out the caution flag here. So our first yellow of the evening, but we will get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to green flag racing. And I do believe at the time of the caution flag, the 18 ride of Colton Jordan had taken the lead away from Aaron Bowman. So Bowman back to second, Colton Jordan, our control car here on the restart, as Bradford back in third, Hank Trail there in fourth, Derek Darnell, Ryan Rubelman, Jason Verugas, and JJ Martinez bringing up the rear of the field now, as the 4 ride will rejoin us back there in the 8th position. As Blake Travis's Tanner Peak cheering on Mr. Peak out there on the speedway, as Frito says, someone tell him there's a wall there. Yeah, I think he found out the hard way how much damage that outside fence can cause in a quick hurry here at Knoxville Raceway, as that absolutely tore that right front and rear end apart there for that Ford machine. But luckily enough, the crew getting it back together quickly enough to get them back out here to finish off the rest of this heat race. Hopefully no internal damage for that 4 ride, just cosmetic damage for JJ Martinez, as creeping pace down through corner number 3. The pace truck, I do believe, will make that hard left-hand turn down pit side, and we will go back to green flag racing as Colton Jordan sees the green flag fly here once again in heat race number 1. The 18 back to the loud pedal, looking to try to open up an advantage between himself and Aaron Bowman. Is now Bowman trying to hang on to position number 2. He gets a little bit of contact to get tight going into corner number 3. Him and Bradford get together. That opens up the door for Hank Trail to jump up into position number 2. So Trail now in second as Bradford settles in third. And here comes Bowman trying to get back to the back bumper of the 9 ride of Bradford, and looking to try to work himself back towards the front of the field, as he will get a great run there through 3 and 4, and he'll slide back up into position number 3 here on the racetrack. Ryan Rubelman trying to make the move around the 9 ride, had a little contact right there as well. That'll shuffle him back here to a side-by-side battle with him and Derek Darnell, as he's testing that fate up there on the extreme high side as well. It's the 4 ride as he gets into the outside fence once again. I don't know if he learned his lesson, as he stepped in fate right there again up against the outside fence on corner exit on corner number 4 there. Close call again for the 4 machine of JJ Martinez, but he hangs on to it, still rolling in the 7th position. As out in front, seeing the white flag fly here in heat race number 1, the Majula Safe Speed Shop Plum Wild Podcast. The Carolina Sim Sports number 18 ride at Colton Jordan for the final time down through corner number 3 and out at corner number 4. Here comes a big run. Hank Trail out of nowhere, putting the power down. It's going to jump up and steal this heat race win away from Colton Jordan. Jordan took it easy through 3 and 4, and it opened the door for Hank Trail to jump up and make the move to the outside and snag heat race win number 1 away from Colton Jordan. Bowman will come home in third, Bradford in fourth, with Rubelman, Darnell, Martinez, and Verugas rounding out our 8 heat race drivers there in heat race number 1, as we will get ready to rock and roll here for heat race number 2, as 8 more drivers will get lined up down here on the front straightaway, and we'll get ready to set them back loose here for another amazing heat race. Being led to the green flag here by the only Rep Star Race Cars number 8 ride of Aaron McGee, and to his outside it is the Fusion Setup Shop Carolina Sim Sports number 46. That is Diesel Jones. Starting in position number 3 in the beautiful looking number 56 ride. That is Dustin Siller. Siller there in third has the 319, the Majula Say Speed Shop ride. The 913 ride, the Elbows Up Racing Machine of Tanner Peak there, starting in position number 4. Starting in position number 5 in the 59 ride, that is the Majula Say Speed Shop CWD machine. That is Cooper Accord, and right there to his outside is the 12 ride of Joseph Neely, as Neely will start there in position number 6 in the Rocket Racing Graphics, the 180 Flood Drive number 12 ride, the Premier Racing Subs machine there in 6th. And then we see our final row being made up with the 71 of Richard Call and the 17 of Ricky Lowe, as Lowe and Call will start there at the rear of the field. But at the front of the pack, it is the 8 ride of Aaron McGee and the 46 of Diesel Jones here on the front row, as the Carolina Sim Sports Herbert Graphics number 46 ready to rock and roll. I do believe that is actually a Majula Say Speed Shop ride. I think I said it was a Fusion Setup Shop ride. Sorry, that logo in front of the numbers there looked a lot like the Fusion Setup Shop logo. That is my apologies there, as he is a Majula Say Speed Shop driver out there on the speedways. Frito says that wall monster gonna grab someone if they keep pushing that cushion. Yeah, they are definitely pushing the cush here at Knoxville Raceway as we go back to Green Flag Racing here as heat race number 2 gets underway. Aaron McGee quickly onto the lap pedal, looking to jump up and clear this number 46 ride, and he's going to get it done. He's going to get that pass made as here comes the 56 over the 46. Dustin Siller sends it in for the slide job there through 3 and 4, but a beautiful crossover for Diesel Jones. Is Jones now going to go for the slider, possibly here on our race leader? No, going to keep it down on the bottom lane here as they go door to door down into corner number 3. So Diesel Jones down low, Aaron McGee up on the high side. Here comes Tanner Peak right into the battle as it's Elbows Up Racing here with the Slinging Dirt Series on this fine Sunday afternoon. As the light wave number 8 ride looking to try to find another way back around this 46 machine, going to try the outside here. A little bit more of the inside of the outside lane, a little bit more of the middle there through 3 and 4, and he finds a great run and takes that race lead back away from Diesel Jones. Jones gets a little piece of the outside wall right there, killing a little bit of momentum on corner entry into corner number 1, but it's a great run down the back straightaway. Here into corner number 3, looking for a huge run out of corner number 4, but he's testing fate with that outside wall, and so is in the 56 of Dustin Siller. Siller with hard contact in the low into... Oh my gosh, Richard Call collected in that one as well. Caution flag on the speedway here. Heavy contact, heavy damage for 3 of our competitors, and it all starts with Dustin Siller down the front straightaway as he gets up and into the outside fence. He's already taken that car down to the side here. So I'm not sure if he had any contact, any help here with the 59 ride right there. Looks like they may have made contact. And this is going to get things started here in heat race number 2. Contact between Cooper Accord and Dustin Siller. It sends Siller up into the outside fence. Heavy damage there for that 59 ride. A little bit of damage for that, or for the 56 ride, a little damage for the 59, but the 56 with heavy damage. See that car absolutely tore apart, and he's trying to wash it down the racetrack and off the speedway. Unfortunately for Ricky Lowe, he's looking to try to go down low here and trying to get around him, and unfortunately gets a big piece of him right here. Bam, slides right into him. Then Richard Call, nowhere to go, gets in there as well. Heavy contact, heavy damage for all 3 competitors right here, man. That was a very big hit for Ricky Lowe. Very big hit for the 71 ride as well, as man, up in the air there, heavy up into the outside fence for that 17 of Ricky Lowe. That is a heartbreaker for him. Heartbreaker for that 56 and the 71. Always some pretty heavy damage right there. Let's see if we can hop on board here with this number 17 and just, oh, man, it's happened so quickly. Just trying to get down and out of the way. Unfortunately, couldn't get down there quick enough. As we will see the 56 roll back out onto the speedway. So good to see him roll back out onto the track as the Springer Transport number 56 ride rolls back out there. The Brush Creek Farms number 56 back out onto the track here as Aaron McGee out in front, lead the way here. The Star Race Cars Light Wave Only wraps number 8 ride, the Vic Hill Engines number 8 machine. Leading the way here, Hooker Trucking LLC, ready to rock and roll here on the 8 ride as he'll look to try to hold off Diesel Jones in the Carolina Sim Sports. Herbert Graphics, Majula State Speed Shop, the VRL number 46 machine will restart here on the outside as Frito says the Wall Monster strikes again. Yes, unfortunately, the Wall Monster taking a big bite there out of that 56 ride and causing a bit more chaos there. You do see that 46 right up against the fence there on the restart, looking for some big momentum down the back straightaway as he tries to hunt down our race leader, Aaron McGee. McGee out in front, though, looking to try to open up a bit of a lead here as Diesel Jones right there in second, trying to hold off the 913 as Tanner Peak works down to his inside. Joseph Neely there in fourth as he's in position number 4 and looking for more in the Premier Racing Setups number 12 ride. Ricky Lowe there in fifth as Cooper Accord going up and over the cushion there as we are going to see that checkered flag fly heat race number 2. Going to the 8 ride of Aaron McGee as McGee picks up the second heat race win here on the evening. Diesel Jones in second, Tanner Peak in third, Joseph Neely, Ricky Lowe, Cooper Accord, Richard Gall, and Dustin Siller rounding out the field there in heat race number 2. Give it up for Mr. McGee picking up the win right there as these drivers will hop back out onto the racetrack here. A quick warm-up session, no consolation race. Each and every driver will run in our A main feature event. No one's gonna go home early. No one's joining the fans in the stands here. All these drivers will join us for the A main feature event. As Frito says, Jones beating the deck out of that thing. Yeah, he was beating the deck out of her, that is for certain. He was testing his fate up there on that outside wall, but man, he was running that cushion pretty good, man. He was looking fast. He was looking really good. I thought for a little while he was going to run away with that heat race, but Aaron McGee finding something there in the middle to put himself up into the top spot in heat race number 2. So good for the number 8 machine as we'll see these drivers jump out here. A quick warm-up session. You already see Colton Jordan out there looking to run some laps, trying to figure out that 18 ride. See what the track has done as now the sun has set and it is dark time. Nighttime has fallen upon us here as the crew has went to work. They've worked on this racetrack. They put a little bit more grip in it and drivers are going to be able to try to maneuver around and find some other stuff as you do see the 18 ride finding out how quickly that wall can make things happen, and Diesel Jones getting a big piece of them right there. It's the 18 ride for a wild one right there. Hopefully they got a backup car there for that 18 machine of Colton Jordan as a bunch of these drivers out there on the speedway getting prepped and ready for our A-Main feature event. We'll be right back here as we'll get ready to go green flag racing for our A-Main feature event in just a few more moments, and we'll get right in to the racing action. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you came here for a show. Well, here you go. The best of the best here this evening from the beautiful Knoxville Raceway for our main feature event. These drivers are loading into the sim, each and every single one of them looking for the win. Here, down pit side, they will get lined up and ready to rock and roll as leading us to the green flag in the Stars race car number 519. It's Hank Trail. Trail will start here in that pole position after picking up heat race win number 1 into his outside heat race winner number 2 here on the evening. It is the Star Race Cars Only Wraps number 8 ride of Aaron McGee. Starting in position number 3 on the speedway in the number 18, it's the Carolina Sim Sports Majula State Speed Shop 18 ride. It's Colton Jordan there in position number 3 to his outside in the 46 ride. It is Diesel Jones in his Carolina Sim Sports Herbert Graphics number 46 ride. Starting in position number 5 on the speedway in the number 44, that is Aaron Bowman. Bowman will start there in position number 5 on the speedway here. There we go. Yeah, he starts in that 5th position. To his outside in the 913, it's Tanner Peak in the elbows up race car there in position number 6. Starting in the 7th spot, the 9 ride, that is Daniel Bradford. Into his outside in the number 12 is Joseph Neely. Starting in the inside, a row number 5 on the speedway, the 47, it's Ryan Rubelman. Into his outside in the 17, it is Ricky Lowe bringing up the end of our top 10. And then we see Derek Darnell, JJ Martinez, Cooper Accor, Jason Verugas, Richard Gall, and Dustin Siller bringing up the rear of the field as we get ready to end all the anticipation with our feature presentation as we are quickly green flag racing here with the Slinging Dirt Series live from Knoxville Raceway as the 519 Hank Trail will lead us down through quarter number 1 and down and out of quarter number 2 into that 3rd corner as he leads us down the back straightaway, trying to hold on and hold off here for 50 laps of racing action. He's going to have his work cut out for him as he's got a lot of fast cats. Back there behind him is Colton Jordan looking and making the move around Aaron Bowman to jump into position number 2 here on the speedway. He's already looking underneath our race leader, Hank Trail, looking for a great run here at a quarter number 4 to keep himself out in front. He will hang on to this race lead, but it's about to get plumb wild here this evening as the number 18 of Colton Jordan's going to jump up and take this race lead away. So we get a new race leader here on lap number 3 as the number 18 machine of Colton Jordan jumps out in front. And he's going to have to keep his hand up on him here as here comes that number 46, Diesel Jones, right down low. He's looking to jump up and maybe take this race lead back away from that number 18 machine, and he is looking to get it done here through 3 and 4, getting a great run there as unfortunately 18 had to get out of the throttle there. He's going to get bounced around here on the front straightaway as we get another new race leader here at Knoxville. Diesel Jones down to the point as unfortunately Colton Jordan sliding all the way back into that 5th position here for the 18 ride as he got bounced around a little bit of 3 wide down the front straightaway between him, Hank Trail, and the 8 rider Aaron McGee, and he's been shuffled back now into that 5th spot, and he may be at risk of sliding farther backwards as here comes Tanner Peak taking a look down low on his inside as the elbows up race car there sliding into that 5th position on the speedways. Contact right in front of him. Bowman in the 519 of Hank Trail come together. There's the door open for the 18 of Colton Jordan to take an extra spot away and work himself back up towards the front of the field. That's out in front. Leading the way here, Diesel Jones looking to run away with this one as my boy Skylar Pruitt, Mr. Pruitt coming in, showing the love with the like on the stream. How are you, Skylar? Mr. Pruitt coming in, showing the love here with that like on the stream. Yo, Skylar, my boy, congratulations on an absolutely amazing year at Stewart International Speedway, brother. Picking up, what, 7 wins on the season there in your hobby stock, brother, and I do believe chasing down a 2nd championship there as well. Absolutely amazing, brother. Huge congratulations to you. We are excited to see the last few months of racing action for you here, as I know you're going to be doing some traveling, going to some big shows. I know, you know, the Boone Nationals are coming right up, you know, and we can't wait to see you there at Boone racing for that one. That's always an exciting race event to be able to watch, and I know you'll be right there in contention for another win here on the season at Boone here. As Diesel Jones in contention to try to win this race, as he is out in front, almost by a second lead now between himself and Aaron McGee, as McGee in position number 2. The 18 of Colton Jordan back around. Aaron Bowman will slide back into third here as he's trying to get that Plum Wild Carolina Sim Sports 18 ride back up towards the front of the field. As that Julius A Speed Shop ride there in third, but trying to hunt down the 8 ride of McGee right there in front of him. Aaron Bowman slides back to position number 4 in that 4 ride as Hank Trail, our pole sitter, back into that 5th position here as Tanner Peak sits there in 6th. Joseph Neely back in 7th. Daniel Bradford rolling in that 8th position as Ryan Rubelman and Ricky Lowe round out our top 10. But contact back here, hang on to it, Ricky Lowe. Oh, down into the inside fence for the 17, and the caution flag will fly for the Light Wave Star Race Cars number 17 of Ricky Lowe. As Lowe is going to go around. We got the into that one there as they were running pretty hard back here just inside the top 10. Unfortunately, Cooper Accord and then the 56 of Siller going to get in there. Siller gets in a little low, comes in with a big head of steam, gets into the 59 ride, who gets up into the 17 of Lowe, and then Lowe is just trying to hang on to this thing, man. And unfortunately, an absolute animal trying to get it pointed back in the right direction. He almost saved it a couple times. Unfortunately, couldn't quite get that car pointed back into the right direction without a little bit of help from that inside fence. Heavy damage there for him, and that will put us under our first yellow flag of this feature event. So Ricky Lowe going around, having a bit of a wild ride down on the front straight away, but he is pointing back in the right direction. Got that car repaired. The crew is went to work, and we'll get ready for our first restart here on this event. As Skylar Pruitt, my boy, says, thanks, buddy. Be back on the sim soon, brother. We can't wait to see you back in here, back into the simulator, and racing with all these fellas again, man. Putting on some great shows for us, you know, not only in real life, as we get to see some of your races here and there, but also putting on some great shows for us here on the simulator as well, my boy. We can't wait to see you back out there. As Jeremy Sexton, my boy Jeremy, coming in as well, showing the love with that like on the stream as well. How are you, Jeremy? Hopefully you're having yourself a wonderful day here, as well as Mr. Sexton coming in and showing the big love here tonight in this one. As we'll get ready to set them back loose. We'll get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing here in just a few more moments. As yeah, Frida says running 3 wide and still holding it down to keep the race green. Let's go. Yeah, 100%. Absolutely amazing. But yeah, cautions, they do breed cautions, and let's hope we can not have to say that. Hopefully cautions don't breed cautions here. Hopefully we can see another good green flag run out of these drivers, see them go to work, go to battle back out there on the racetrack, because we still got a lot of laps of racing action left ahead of us. But right now, see those Carolina Sim Sports, Julius A Speed Shop rides lined up down on the inside. They're both going to get a great restart there as the 46 ride puts that power down, launches versus our control car, as we are back to Green Flag Racing here at Knoxville Raceway. Out in front, that inside lane getting the great jump there. Now flanks Diesel Jones at the front of the field with Colton Jordan right there in position number 2. The 8 of Aaron McGee there in third, as Aaron Bowman there in position number 4 and looking for more. Tanner Peak up inside the top 5 as he has worked himself around Hank Trail back there into the 6th position, so sliding backwards here for our bull sitter is Joseph Neely. The Premier Racing Setups number 12 ride rolls there in 8th or 7th with Daniel Bradford, Dustin Siller, and Ryan Rubelman, our top 10 here on the racetrack. JJ Martinez back there in 11th with Ricky Lowe in 12th as Cooper Accord right there with them. Derek Darnell, Jason Verugas, our top 15 here on the speedway as Richard Gall, unfortunately a few laps down here for the 71 ride, back in the 16th position. As we take a look here at the 59 ride, a beautiful paint scheme here for the CWD machine as him and Lowe make some contact here once again. Both drivers may not be very happy as they found each other quite a few times out there on the racetrack, and they're going to continue to, you know, bump and grind down the back straightaway here on the evening, as both drivers not giving an inch there on each other and racing each other pretty hard. We're going to jump right on board here with this 59 right as he goes for a big slider there over the number 17, Ricky Lowe, though, going to cross him over back to the inside. We got this number 59 right up on the webcam here as well. Shout out to our drivers, some of them coming in with the webcam. So we'll get a live in-car look here at this number 59 right of Cooper Accord, and got a great look here at what he's dealing with out there on the racetrack. You can see those hands moving not only in the simulator here on the screen, but you can also see him up there in the webcam, what he's doing, what he's having to do to focus and to try to clutch up here and finally clear and make this pass on that 17 right, as Cooper Accord doing a great job out there on the racetrack, just trying to keep himself out of trouble there as he continues to roll to the outside of that 17 right. Ricky Lowe right there with them, but huge thank you once again to the 59 machine and Cooper Accord for jumping on board, being a good sport, giving us the webcam view here, the in-car look here for the in-car camera of that 59 ride. You get the little gear shifter there in his living room here, and he is absolutely focused up. And he is rolling pretty smoothly out there on the racetrack, just unfortunately losing that track position with the caution flag there. He is back in that 12th position, but he's looking to move forward here as we do see our second caution flag, and it's our race leader getting tied up in this one. Our race leader with some damage hard up into the outside fence. We saw this a couple weeks ago at Oswego Speedway as well for this number 46 ride. We saw him get into the outside fence. We saw him get lots of damage there at Oswego, and he bounced back, was still able to pick up the win. So let's see if we can get a look at what happened here to him as the 46 ride out in front of the field. The Carolina Sim Sports Herbert Graphics 46 machine down into quarter number 1. Just looks like he's going to get up a little bit too high, gets up into the bumps there, and pancakes that outside fence. You'll see the carnage as all of the front body panels, all the quarter panels, the front bumper explodes there, as unfortunately a ton of right front damage and front end body work to be done here for the 46 ride, as that is an absolute plaster job up into that outside wall here in corner number 1 for him, as he's going to send it in here deep. Unfortunately just gets in there a little bit too deep and gets into that fence, and that just tears this car apart, man. That is a tough break right there for him, and it's tough to get that car even out of the fence or off of the fence. Once it kind of grabs it and it'll pull you right into it, and unfortunately, yeah, you can't park there. You cannot park there. Tough break there for the ShopFerky22.com Carolina Sim Sports Majula Say Speed Shop number 46 ride. We'll have to wait and see if Diesel Jones can rebound from that and work himself back up towards the front of the field. I do believe he's got a little bit less time to do it, and I think he's going to have a few more drivers that he's going to have to contend with. I think last time he had a few drivers a lap down, but man, oh man, oh man, he is working himself to the front of the field. As MDI TV says, welp, he licked the stamp and sent it. He definitely did, brother. He definitely did. He licked it. He spat on it. He spat on that thing, and he sent it in there, unfortunately, a little bit too hard, a little bit too far, a little bit too hard, and unfortunately paying the price for it. Now you're gonna have to try to work from behind here and have to pass a lot of these tough competitors that are out here in front of him. We'll have to wait and see if he can find himself a way back to the front of the field as we go back to green flag racing. The 18 ride quickly back onto the lap pedal. Colton Jordan out in front, leading the way. Colton down the back straightaway here, looking to open up a bit of a lead between himself and Aaron McGee, as Tanner Peak has his elbows up, as the elbows up 91, working himself up into position number 2. A little contact there between him and Aaron McGee. They're going to keep on bouncing the 913 up into the outside fence. He's going to slide quite a few positions back here as he lost a ton of momentum down through corner number 1 and 2. And unfortunately for Tanner Peak, finds himself now back into the 8th position as Aaron McGee and Aaron Bowman battle here for position number 2 now as they're single file through the first 3 spots, as Colton Jordan looking to continue to open up his lead there. 3 wide back here behind our top 3. Hank Trail up on the high side. Joseph Neatley down through the middle, and that's Dustin Siller in the 56, who's been poking his nose down low on the bottom side of the speedway. But we will see the caution flag fly for the 3rd time here this evening. Caution flag coming out. A tough break right here as Daniel Bradford running into some issues. Looks like J.J. Martinez may have gotten collected in this one as well, as Bradford right here outside of this three-wide battle. He sends it into the corner, pancakes that outside fence, the same as we saw the number 46 ride to not too long ago, and pays the same consequences, man. A ton of carnage, ton of damage there on the right front of this number 9 machine, and these ones hurt. These are big hits. They do not feel very good, and you see that car just straighten out there after the little bit of contact, and unfortunately tons of damage there for him. A heartbreaker for that 9 machine as he'll try to take it down pit side, try to get that car repaired and back out onto the speedway as we'll get ready to go back to green flag racing as Wall Monster strikes again, struck again. Even the leader isn't safe. No one's safe out there in that one as old Tanner getting bumped hard. Yeah, unfortunately, Tanner got bounced around quite a bit right there, unfortunately, is, yeah, the wall's on a warpath tonight. The wall is on a warpath here this evening. As Blaze Rachel's, my boy Blaze coming in, showing the love as well. Blaze coming in, dropping that like on the stream. How are you, Mr. Rachel's? Coming in, smashing the thumbs up on the broadcast over there on the Facebook channel. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you haven't already, make sure you guys hit that like button, as right now we're not only live over on Facebook, we're also live over on YouTube and Twitch as well. So make sure you check us out on all of our channels. You can find us at Peacemaker Gaming on all 3 channels, and join the fun and on your favorite streaming software, your streaming site of choice, whether it's YouTube or Facebook or Twitch. I wish we could do 4 because we'd throw Kick in there as well, but unfortunately can only do 3, and Kick, I think it's just, I don't know, Kick is just, it's good, it's good. I mean, we were there for a little while. I think it's just got to build up that reputation for the iRacing community over there, so we may go back there in a little bit and test the waters with Kick, but right now the 3 major streaming sites. As out in front, Colton Jordan sees that green flag fly once again. Jordan getting another great restart here as he quickly opens up a couple car length lead between himself and Aaron Bowman, as Bowman up into position number 2 here as McGee slides back to 3rd. Here comes Dustin Siller, still working himself up and through the field, but take a look here through the middle of the pack is the 46 ride of Diesel Jones. He's worked himself around about half of the field already, and he finds himself sitting there in the 8th position as cautions, breeding cautions here now at Knoxville Raceway. We will see another caution flag fly as, I'm not sure what the skill was for, actually. This is going to be a bit of a guess one, as I do believe maybe Bradford getting tied up again in another one here, possibly. Yeah, it looks like Bradford maybe getting into the wall again here. Looks like another 3-wide battle, and unfortunately for Bradford, he finds himself in the wrong place at the wrong time as he's on the outside of this 3-wide, and just unfortunately trying to get these cars pointed into the corner, and the 913 just couldn't get that angle in. The car just too tight there. Unfortunately, watches up the speedway, helps that 9 ride go straight forward into the outside fence. Back-to-back caution flags there for Bradford getting up into the outside wall. Just no fault of his own, just kind of getting run up there. Car straightened out, can't get that arc angle into the corner to get that car set in and make that turn. And unfortunately, when you do it too late, these cars just go dead straight, and he goes dead straight again for the 2nd time into that outside fence. So we will get them stacked back up, ranked back up, and we will try it all over again here. So a complete reset here on the restart, and everyone will get lined back up and ready to go back to battle. As out in front, Colton Jordan continues to lead the way. We're going to go for a little bit of a crank it up right here on the restart. So we're going to crank it up with 22 more laps left to go when we see that green flag fly, as we're going to see these drivers ready to rock and roll here in just a few more moments. But we're going to crank it up here on Peacemaker Gaming. MGI TV says, I have been doing Kick a lot lately. Yeah, Kick is all right. I mean, it's just, I feel like it's got to build its viewership up for the iRacing community over there. I think it's just lacking. It's tough to get people to go from one place to another. So, you know, we'll test the waters again, see if we can draw more crowd over there as we crank it up here on Peacemaker Gaming. hang on to it as we're going to go back under the yellow flag here at Knoxville Raceways. Unfortunately, looks like Dustin Siller going for a wild ride here in the 56 machine down the bottom side of the racetrack. Things are going to get very, very tight here once again, as you do see Bradford working himself back up through the traffic here. Unfortunately for Bradford, going to get tied up in another one as the 56 all over his back bumper right there. See that contact as things get a little locked up in front of him, but Bradford sends it in. Gets into the back end of the 9 ride right there, and then just stays underneath of him. Jacks him up, lifts that rear end up, sends the 9 machine down towards the inside fence. Has to correct it, come back on the racetrack. Unfortunately, collects this 56 machine. Sends him up the racetrack hard into the outside fence here for that number 86 ride as he goes almost upside down right there, bounced in through the air as, man, I'm not sure who cleaned him out right there. I don't know if it was the 87 rider or if it was the 47 Arubelman, but somebody came in and made sure that he was absolutely demolished. It was the 86 actually of Derek Darnell who came in and absolutely T-boned him there, almost put him upside down. Heavy damage for all those drivers as we will get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to green flag racing here once again, as the green flag will get ready to come back out as, once again, Colton Jordan continuing to lead the way here. Jordan out in front, doing what he does best, and that's just trying to run away with this one as Frito says Bradford there is upsetty spaghetti and will not be playing nice anymore. Dent sheet metal and upset feelings are all the way. Yeah, unfortunately for Bradford, he's been kind of bounced around a little too much here on the evening, and I'm sure he is not going to be very happy with the way he's been run on the night, as a lot of these drivers have been getting into him pretty hard, man. It's been pretty tough for a lot of these cats out here on the speedway to, find a good groove, find a way to get around and stay out of trouble. As we go back to green flag racing, we'll continue with our Peacemaker Gaming. Crank it up. Crank it up, caution flag will strike again here on Peacemaker Gaming, as the crank it up will not let us complete a lap here on Peacemaker Gaming. That will conclude our crank it up here on the evening, as we got at least a little bit of a look at the sights and sounds here around Knoxville Raceway, as we will take a look and see what brings out our caution flag here once again. I'm not 100% sure on what may have happened out here on the speedway to cause it, but we'll take a look and see if we see any drivers going around or any drivers running into issues here on the racetrack. I don't see anyone pointed in the wrong direction. It just looks like maybe the admin's possibly throwing that caution flag, maybe waiting for Derek Darnell to come back out onto the racetrack there, as the yellow flag will be displayed here once again. So a tough break for the rest of the field, as that means we'll get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to green flag racing. And it looks like single file restarts here for these competitors, as MDI says it is hard making people switch. I don't think you will get many random who stumble across you across your stream on Kick. Yeah, exactly. It's so hard. They honestly all kind of suck for discoverability here lately. Facebook was good, but it's died out. TikTok is great to be discovered, but don't stream midget racing. It is it's hate speech. Oh, it's hate speech over there. All right, well, we will make sure we stay away from that one. I don't really do too much over on TikTok, honestly. Just never really been I love watching TikToks. I've made a few posts over there, but I've just never had any luck on hitting any kind of algo over there on the TikTok. But we keep on rocking and rolling. Facebook, YouTube, over there on Twitch as well, and who knows, maybe one of these days we'll go back to Kick, but Kick seems to be a lot of, you gotta have a community before you go over there. You gotta have people go with you, as we see a little bit of contact, but no caution flag here as we stay clean and green. Colton Jordan continuing to lead the way here late in this race. The laps are finally getting clicked down here with only 17 17 more laps left to go here on the evening. So only 17 more laps for these drivers to really go to battle, go to work here, and try to figure out a way to jump up and get around that 18 ride. And slowly but surely back there, a little deeper in the field, you see the 46 of Diesel Jones trying to work himself back to the front of the field. He's testing his fate a little bit more there, scrubbing the outside fence right where he got tied in that first caution flag that he got a piece of there. So he's going to have to be careful, see if he can try to figure out another way around here without putting himself into that exact same situation that took him out of our race lead early in this race. There you go. It's going to strike for another race leader. Colton Jordan up into the outside fence. It pulls him in. It slows him down. He loses a ton of track position here on the speedway. And Colton Jordan now back into position number 3 on the speedway as we get a new race leader. Aaron McGee to the point here at Knoxville Raceway as McGee, they're in second, but it's all Aaron Bowman, the only wraps number 44, the Star Race Cars. Peacemaker Gaming number 44 ride leads the way down across the line, clicking off another lap here at the front of the field as you see Colton Jordan trying to figure out a way to get back to the front of the pack as things are getting plumb wild here in this one as Colton Jordan holds on to third here, but he's got a couple fast cats right there behind him as Hank Trail up into position number 4 here once again as Tanner Peak and Diesel Jones right there on his back bumper as Jones trying to work himself back to the front of the field as a pair of Aarons at the front of the pack. Aaron Bowman, Aaron McGee 1 and 2. Jordan there in third with Trail, Peak, and Jones. Our top 6 on the speedway, and Daniel Bradford even after being bounced around here in this one. He's been bounced around and passed around like a boomerang here this evening in the 9 ride up into position number 7 trying to track down our top 6 here on the speedway as Dustin Siller, J.J. Martinez, Ricky Lowe round out our top 10 here on the racetrack. We see Ryan Rubelman there in 10th, but we do see the 519 of Hank Trail up in the outside fence in the caution flag will be displayed here once again this evening. So the caution flag coming back out. Hank Trail running into issues. We'll see if there was any contact here, any help to get him up into the outside fence. He rolls down through corner number 3. Just looks like he sends it in there a little bit too deep, and unfortunately way too deep for that 519 ride. Man, that's a tough hit right there for him as he just sends it in there. Unfortunately washes up the racetrack a little bit too far, and he puts himself up into the catch fence here. And fortunately, we've seen it time and time again. It just digs you in there, just pulls you right into it, and will not let you get out of it until you go around. And he pays the price right there as Hank Trail going to go from position number 4 all the way back now into the 12th position. We did have a few drivers already leave the racing surface. Joseph Neely, Richard Gall, Derek Darnell, and Cooper Accord all off the racetrack. Saw Colton Jordan make that mistake, but he's being placed here in P2 here, so he was able to get back around the 8 ride of Aaron McGee back into second. We'll have to wait and see if Colton Jordan can find himself a way around that 44 ride and back to the front of the field. As we'll take a look here, we got Colton in here as well, and we got Bowman in here, so we'll see if we can get both of these drivers' webcams up here to give you guys a good look at what they're going to be dealing with here on this restart. So there is both of our race leaders out there on the speedway. Aaron McGee up on, that's Aaron Bowman, sorry, up on the right side, up on the top right, and to his left there, that is Colton Jordan. So Colton and Aaron gonna go to battle here in this one. They're gonna get ready to duke it out. Is down through corner number 3 and 4. We see that green flag fly here once again, and these drivers are going to go to work. You're going to get a great look here at the in-camera view of both of them as they battle out there on the speedway. It is Bowman, though, with a great restart out in front as he leads us down the back straightaway into corner number 3. Nice and easy here into corner number 4 as here comes Diesel Jones. Jones back up into second as he makes the move around his Carolina Sim Sports teammate Colton Jordan, and he's quickly right right to the back bumper of our race leader, Aaron Bowman. Bowman trying to hang on to it, trying to hold off a pair of these Carolina Sim Sports rides as Jordan and Jones right there behind him, trying to knock him off this top spot. They go door to door for P2, but out in front, Bowman looking to try to pick up the win here this evening. He's going to have 8 more laps here, 7.5 down the back straightaway to try to hold these guys off as Diesel Jones peeking his nose underneath. He's going to open up the door in the pass for the race lead as Jones is going to jump up and take this race lead back away. He was able to find his way back to the front of the field here. A great rebound for the 46 as that puts him back at the front of the field here at Knoxville Raceway. Shout out to Bowman and Colton Jordan, both having their webcams on for us here for us to view, you know, their simulators, what they're doing here, and how they're handling these races. You can see the emotion, the frustration. You can see the engagement that they are in right now, man. They are absolutely laser focused out there on the speedways. Now, both of those drivers in the webcams are trying to hunt down this 46 ride, trying to get back around that number 46 of Diesel Jones. Is Jones absolutely on fire here in the series, and he continues to keep on showing these drivers how to get it done here in the Slinging Dirt Series as Diesel Jones is going to lead another lap, this time by the start-finish line. We will see 4 more laps left to go. Thomas Dennis, my boy Thomas, coming in showing the love with the like on the stream. How are you, Thomas? Thomas coming in showing the big love, smashing that thumbs up here on the broadcast. Is Bionic Man coming in showing the love as well with the like on the stream, and the car with the smoke there as 3 more laps left to go. 3 more laps for these drivers here on the evening as Diesel Jones looking to pick up the checkered flag. Man, what a run and what a race here. As does my overlay there for the things even show names? I don't even know if that shows names or not. We might just have to turn the alert box off. I don't know what's going on because I don't think it even shows names of people who like the stream, so that's annoying. As out in front, Diesel Jones continues to lead the way, now out in front by 1.5 seconds as he heads down through corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. He is going to see that white flag fly. So one more time around here for Diesel Jones to try to pick up the checkered flag here at Knoxville Raceway. Is down out of the corner number 2, down the back straightaway for the final time here on the evening. Diesel Jones will cruise down through 3 and out of 4. Diesel Jones will pick up the checkered flag here at Knoxville Raceway in the Slinging Dirt Series as the fireworks start here on the speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up for the Starry Ranch Carolina Sim Sports Herbert Graphics number 46. The Carolina Sim Sports machine of Diesel Jones picking up the checkered flag here this evening. His teammate Colton Jordan coming home right there behind him in position number 2. And Aaron Bowman rounding out our top 3 here on the evening. But no one better than the 46 of Diesel Jones this evening as he pulls that car up here into the Knoxville Raceway victory lane. We'll get ready to pull our top 3 into the winner's circle here this evening as these drivers ready to rock and roll here for some post-race interviews. As man, oh man, some great racing action as, yeah, Bionic Man 46 running away with it. Once he got back out in front, I didn't think there was going to be anyone to really contend with him, man. Diesel's just such a fierce, tough competitor out there on the speedway, man. And once he's out in front, he's tough to get back around in. Unfortunately, you know, he had to do it the hard way again here this evening. We've seen that a couple times for him here already in the series. And, you know, he's made it work both times. So doing a great job rebounding from making mistakes out there on the racetrack. Thomas says here on the book to hello and hit the like on the tube. Oh my gosh, brother. I appreciate you, my boy. I appreciate you, Thomas, coming and showing the love not only over here on Facebook, but also coming over and showing the love on the YouTube channel as well. Says, hello, Aaron. Good to see your stream, sir. Absolutely good to see you coming and showing the love on both networks. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you guys enjoyed that racing action, make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow and subscribe button if you're watching over on YouTube. Make sure you turn those bell notifications on. That way you never miss it when we go live with racing action here on Peacemaker Gaming, as we'll get ready to pull our race winner, Diesel Jones, up into the broadcast booth here for his post-race interview. Hey, Diesel, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
Yes.
Diesel, brother, another great run, another good win here on the evening, but not without a little bit of controversy for yourself as you get up into the outside wall, leading this race. You tear that right front apart, unfortunately, having to go down pit side, get that car repaired, and rejoin the field at the back of the pack here. You restart back in that 15th position. You got 14 fast cats back in front of you here, but a lot of laps to get it done. Did you think you were going to be able to find your way back through them like we saw you do at Oswego? Or are you just trying to get as best as finish that you can here on the evening? But man, you found your way to the front of the field again. It was quite impressive again to be able to do it, basically back-to-back races here on Peacemaker Gaming, getting that 46 ride from, the back of the pack to the front of the field, throughout the middle of this race.
Yeah, to be honest, when I got stuck in that wall, I was like, I'm really doing this again. And then I went and I got up to probably like fifth with like 15 to go or something, and I couldn't pass nobody, and I was like, oh my god, it's over. And then the caution came out, and I was like, oh, I might have a chance. And then it put me on the bottom, and then I just felt great then.
Absolutely, as the car really came to life there in those closing laps there after that final restart, and was I able to reel in and make the move around the 18 right, your teammate Colton Jordan, and then you were right there on the back bumper of Aaron Bowman trying to get around him, and you finally were able to get the door open and find that inside lane to get around him, and once you got around him, there was no catching as you were shot out of a cannon at that point and pulled away to a pretty sizable lead here to finish off the evening with an exclamation mark as you put yourself here back into victory lane by 1.8 seconds over Colton Jordan here with a big win and a big rebound race once again, man. It's got to feel pretty good, pretty happy. Got to be a little bit of a chip on your shoulder knowing that not only can you lead these races from the get-go, but you can also rebound and be able to work yourself throughout the field and throughout the traffic to get back to the front of the field.
Yeah, last week at Charlotte, I basically did the same thing, but I couldn't get my car repaired. Probably when it came to the front, anyways. So yeah, I was very glad that they turned it back on. To be honest, I tend to break some stuff when it's this longer races, so I got to thank them for that.
Absolutely, definitely thankful for that quick repair, being able to get that car back out there on the racetrack. I know there's a lot of other drivers that are probably feeling the same thing as we saw a few other drivers unfortunately find that outside fence and feeling the hurt, feeling the damage that it can cause in a quick hurry up there as it's a pretty thin line for a lot of times. If you get over that cushion just ever so slightly, you tag that outside fence, it can just pull you into it and drag you right into it even more and just cause a ton of damage and a ton of carnage in a quick hurry there, as we saw with you, we saw with a lot of other drivers here on the evening.
Yeah, that wall, I don't know why it Knoxville, but whenever you hit it, it just likes to hold on to you. I don't know why. I swear I saw like four right front break right in front of me. It's kind of scary, but yeah, I think it was a good race.
Absolutely. Definitely a great race. Definitely a lot of fun watching work yourself back up through the field here, Diesel, as you park yourself back up in victory lane here with the Slinging Dirt Series. Who would you like to thank for another great run, another strong performance here on the evening?
Got to thank everybody over at CSS, everybody over at CFM, and Colton's. I honestly thought he was gonna win until that caution came out. Then he told me he broke his right front, so there ain't no telling. And then got to thank Hunter McManus, Blade Wisdom, Nathan Waddell, Starry Ranch, and that's about it.
Absolutely, brother. Well, a great run and a great race. We can't wait to see you back out there on the racetrack in a couple weeks from now. Hopefully, a little bit easier circumstances for you to get to the front of the field next time. Hopefully, no mid-race restart, basically, at the rear of the field for yourself after getting yourself into trouble out there. Hopefully, we'll see you kind of, just have a nice, easy night one of these nights and just be able to cruise at the front there and make these moves and find yourself a way to victory lane without having to go to the back of the pack and restart and work yourself through all the traffic.
Yeah, I also got to thank everyone that puts up this league and you for streaming it.
Absolutely, brother. It's always my pleasure. Diesel, congrats on the win, and we can't wait to see you back out there in 2 weeks from now here on Peacemaker Gaming.
Thank you.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for our race winner, Diesel Jones, as Jones picks up the win, parks the one ride up here in Victory Lane at Knoxville Raceway, as we'll get ready to pull in our second place finisher, and the driver, his teammate that came home right there behind him, the number 18 machine at Colton Jordan. We'll get Jordan up here. We got his webcam here as well, so we'll give you guys a good look here at Colton, as he's probably pretty pumped. He's probably all right. He's probably pretty happy. I mean, the car was damaged, and still being able to bring it home in position number 2 is going to feel good for him. So we'll get Colton up here into the broadcast booth, and we'll get him to give you guys a wave up here as we pull him in. Hey, Colton, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
Yes, sir.
Colton, brother, give the crowd a wave here, man, as he put on a pretty good show for us all evening long, as, man, we saw you guys duking it out, battling hard there at the front of the field, and unfortunately, just like your teammate, Diesel Jones, you find that outside wall through the middle of this race. Unfortunately, a little bit of damage for yourself, where he got the caution flag, was able to go down pit side, get that car repaired, and roll back out there. You were dealing with those closing laps with a pretty heavily damaged car there for a little while, as he tried to battle there with Aaron Bowman, and for the 46th ride of Diesel Jones, your teammate, as I'm sure you'd love to have stuck with him and battled with him right down to the checkered flag.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but that fence was eating everybody. It was like the Cookie Monster.
It was definitely the Cookie Monster here this evening, man. It was tearing a lot of equipment up. A lot of cars got into it and found out the hard way how much damage it can do in a quick hurry. And unfortunately for yourself, it happened, you know, and not quite to the circumstances of your teammate, where I think that might have hurt you in the long run. I feel like late in this race, maybe going down pit side, getting that car repaired, you might have been able to have enough time to kind of work yourself back up towards the front like we saw the 46th ride do. Do you think that was maybe an option, or were you pretty content with just kind of keeping it out there and trying to hold on for a solid finish like you did?
Well, I mean, if a caution came out, I was probably not going to pit because it's so, like, there's not as many laps left. And, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, you're able to hold on to it, and you're able to hang on to a solid second-place finish here, keeping a lot of other fast cats back there behind you, and only being one spot short of victory lane with a damaged car. And when you end up losing to Diesel, a driver of his talent, his caliber, and a teammate of yours, it's at least, you know, eases the sting a little bit of not being in victory lane when you can celebrate down there with your teammate.
Yeah, he's taught me so much, and helped a lot. He's fast, and yeah.
Absolutely. Well, you guys come home 1-2 here this evening at Knoxville Raceway in the Slinging Dirt Series here this evening. Colton, who would you like to thank for another great run and another strong performance here on the season?
I would like to thank everybody who puts this on, you for streaming this, Carolina Sim Sports, Diesel Jones, Cameron Starry Ranch, everybody over at CFM, and mostly everybody else who participates in this series.
Absolutely, brother. Well, we look forward to seeing you back in action in a couple weeks from now, and hopefully we'll see you right back up here in the broadcast booth, maybe this time getting the one up on your teammate Diesel Jones and keeping him back there behind you.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and thank you for coming on board and being a good sport with the webcam as well. Give the crowd a wave, and we'll catch you back here next week.
Thank you.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Mr. Colton Jordan as he comes in and gives us a good show right there, waving to the crowd, and a good little interview right there as Colton Jordan putting on a heck of a show, a heck of a race as he comes home here in position number 2 on the evening, as we'll get ready to pull in our third place finisher, the number 44, Aaron Bowman. We'll get ready to pull Bowman up here into the broadcast booth as he comes home in position number 3 here on the evening. We'll pull him up into the broadcast booth. Hey, Aaron, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
I do, Aaron. How's it going?
Not too bad. Oh, I've got you on the, let me mute you over there on the webcam as well. We got you up on the webcam here on the stream, so give the crowd a wave here, Aaron, after a very strong run, a very great race here all evening long, and put on a great race for us, man. That was a heck of a run, heck of a battle at the front of the field between you and Colton Jordan and the 46 of Diesel Jones and everyone else up there inside the top 5-6 cars, man. You could throw a blanket over you guys for quite a while.
Yeah, it was a very unique racetrack. I hadn't seen Knoxville really locked down to the bottom like that in a long time, and when I seen Diesel and them come on the outside, I was actually surprised that I was able to keep the momentum still on the bottom.
Absolutely, as that top side was playing, devil's advocate. You could find a lot of speed up there, but we saw a lot of cars get tore up, a lot of cars getting into that outside fence, getting that heavy damage, and I think that really started to scare drivers away from it, and as it kind of did, we see you find that bottom lane, we see Diesel Jones rolling down there, finding a lot of speed down low as well, and all of a sudden, the top side just continued to burn away a little bit more, and the risk versus reward up there wasn't paying off, and drivers having to be a little bit too much on their tippy toes on the high side. The bottom lane just became that race winning line. Unfortunately there, you found it. You were able to lead a lot of laps, but Diesel Jones able to just open the door a little bit there, get inside you, and take that race lead away.
Yeah, man, Colton and Diesel's really fast. I'm just glad to be able to run with some guys like them, because they're definitely a next step above what my skill set is currently, but it is nice being able to be just even to lead a couple laps or even follow those guys.
Absolutely, being able to stay right there with them, hang with them, put the pressure on them, and make them have to work for these wins is always a one-hop. And the more and more we see you racing with them, the more quicker we see you continuously getting, man. You keep finding more speed, keep getting faster, and I'm sure without a doubt before the season ends, we're going to probably see you up here, a few more times in the broadcast booth, and I'm sure one of these times we may see you up here in victory lane yourself.
We've been close the last couple of weeks. Maybe we can get some short track racing going and get the monkey off our back.
Absolutely, brother. Some short track racing may be what you need, as it may be a little bit more risky for Diesel to run into the issues that we've seen him have, or even Jordan here tonight as they've gotten into the outside wall. Jordan with some damage there at the end, but Diesel having to restart this race way back deep in the field and just having enough room, enough space, and find that inside lane, able to work himself back to the front of the field here and not have to deal with so much lap traffic, where those short tracks, they can get pretty one lane, and if you're out in front, it's hard to get back around that race leader. And I've thought for a while you were going to be able to hang on to it and hold those guys off here as you were able to get that race lead away from Colton. And I thought you were going to run away. I thought you were going to win it. I think just that maybe that final caution flag may have just did you in there.
Yeah, the last caution definitely gave us a hindrance there, and but it was more or less setup based. I feel like I just couldn't get off the bottom. I had tried a few different times, and every time I did, 2 or 3 would get under me, and I would definitely lose a few tenths every lap.
Absolutely. But you hang on, and you hold off a lot of other very fast drivers back there behind you. A solid third-place run for you here tonight, Aaron. Who would you like to thank for such a great run and strong performance here at Knoxville Raceway?
First off, everybody at Star, Aaron McGee, Richard, Causey, Bradford, anybody that helps during the week. We build and test these setups throughout the week. That's our hobby, I guess you could say. We don't run much officials. We just prepare for our next league. And it's everybody over at it. I mean, we have a ton of great guys that are all just as new to the sim, and each week we all find more speed.
Absolutely. You guys keep getting faster and faster, and without a doubt, up there putting on a great show for us, race after race after race, and can't wait to see more and more of good finishes out of yourself and out of all your Star Race Car teammates. As Aaron, a great run, a great drive, great sport as well coming in with the webcam here. We appreciate that, brother. Give the crowd a wave here one more time as we're going to call it a night there on that note, and going to give you a shout out again for such a great run and solid third-place finish here on the evening.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. Enjoy the rest of your night, Aaron.
You too.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up there for the number 44 ride as Aaron Bowman coming home there in position number 3. A great run and a great drive out of that number 44 ride. The only Raps machine coming home there in position number 3 on the evening. Unfortunately, though, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that will do it for us here on the evening. That will be the end of the show here this evening. you know, it's closing time. You can't stay here. You know, but you gotta go. You gotta go. As unfortunately, that is gonna do it for the racing action here on the night. As amazing racing here, 2 great broadcasts. We saw the championship race over on the Outcast Racing League just unfold not too long ago. Absolutely insane end to that race. Absolutely wild finish there for the Outcast Racing League in their championship race, and then a great run here, a great race all evening here with the Slinging Dirt Series. Man, these guys put on a great show for us all evening long. I can't thank all the drivers and all the fans in the stands tuning in and showing up and having some great fun with us here all evening long and enjoying some amazing racing there. And can't thank you guys enough for tuning in. Everyone coming in with the likes, the comments, the shares, any of the new followers, any of the new subscribers. I can't thank you guys enough for coming in and showing the love and appreciation here in this one. And I thank all the new followers and subscribers, and welcome you guys to the Peacemaker family here on whichever channel you please. Here is we're live on Twitch, we're live on live on Twitch, live on Facebook, and live on YouTube. Wish we were live over on Kick here, as I wish we could do all 4, but unfortunately only 3 for us here for the major of 3 streaming software sites. So we will call it there, though, as unfortunately that is the end of the night, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Can't thank you guys enough for tuning in. I will catch you guys all back here tomorrow evening, as we will go back to dirt track racing with the Monday Night All-Stars. So some dirt street stock action tomorrow evening. Make sure you guys tune into that one. Things will get kicked off just after 8 o'clock Eastern time. Make sure you guys got the bell notifications turned on. That way you never miss it when we go live here on Peacemaker Gaming, as you never want to miss out on the amazing action here in these broadcasts. But thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll see y'all later. Peace out for now, baby. Peace out for now, ladies and gentlemen.